Today's moving day, so we're going to be showing our procedures both inside and outside the camper to get ready to go. But
first thing I do when we're going to be leaving a place is start in the bedroom. Check and make sure all the closet doors are closed and secured, and also want to make sure that the door is locked. Okay, we have one of these sliding doors, so we want to make sure that the hinge is locked. We did have problems with one of our sliding doors even coming undone, so we put a strap on it. So we want to secure that also. Nothing, again, make sure all the doors are secure. I take all these things off the cabinet and secure them either in cubby holes or other cabinets. And I just take a quick look at the shower, and the shower supplies I put down in the little caddy down there. So that they're not all rolling around. The bathroom door I will close, because when this slide comes in, it comes in all the way to here. In the kitchen, I make sure that the top is down and all these things are put away up in the cabinets, and make sure the cabinets are secure. Also, I don't leave dirty dishes in the sink. I make sure I wash the dishes and put them away. And then the coffee pot we carry down here that's nicely in the sink. I make sure that the kitchen door is locked and secure. We haven't had any problems with things falling out, but you never know what might happen. In the dining room area, the baskets stay pretty well, but anything other like a basket of fruit, my computer stuff, it stays okay there. And I put away anything that's left on the couch except for the blankets. And we put Mama in the truck. We need to make sure that Mama gets in the truck. And in the bedroom, Mom puts away everything on her table over there. This slides all the way to about here, so that table has to be put away. Everything else on top of the beds, they pretty much ride there okay, so it's no problem there. I make sure that the lamp is off. Well, I better go ahead and do that now, because it has wax in it, and the wax needs time to get hard. Everything down here on the bookshelf, I just make sure that there's nothing that could fall out. Everything rides really nicely like that. And then I just take a real peek at our closet and make sure everything is pretty well secure here. It rides pretty good. And also, one of the things I do is I sweep before we leave so that we can get any trash out. And just make sure that this area is done. We clean out the cat box, and just that area stays pretty secure. So the rest of the things outside, the steps coming up and everything, Paul's going to show you that in just a few minutes.
while Sarah's working on the inside, I usually take care of the outside. Start back here in the back. I'll go ahead and unhook our LP line to the cook area, make sure the refrigerator is latched, all the tools are secure.
Wait for the jets to go over.
Pause it. And go ahead and make sure it's locked and latched. Don't want it popping open while you're on the road. Next thing I do is take care of the stabilizer. Take the one out from between the tires. It stores in the truck. And then go ahead and raise our electric stabilizer. Both the rear and the front. It's important to raise the stabilizer because if you start moving the hitch up or down and the stabilizer's down, you can bend the stabilizer.
Or punch a hole in the bottom of the camper.
Or punch a hole in the bottom of the camper. And that wouldn't be no bueno either.
No.
Next, I start securing all the outside stuff. Most of it goes inside our front bay. So let me go get the dog leash and the chairs. Now the things like the rugs, I usually just put them in the back of the truck because a lot of times they're really dirty or they're wet. And in the back of the truck, they get a chance to dry a lot better. And roll up my flag and store it inside the bay. Then I'll pick up my outside flags if I put them out. And then we'll be ready to...
we also have our go with the flow sign that you pick up and put in. Don't forget that.
Don't forget that. And then we'll go ahead and do the fun stuff, the dump. Okay, things that go in the bed of the truck. I keep our stabilizer in here. In this box is all of our setup stuff, like our level and the wrench for our sway bars. Put those, store those. Our spare electric cord and our regular electric cord over here in this corner.
And Mom's walker, Paul, after we use it to put her in the truck, he stores it in the bed of the truck also.
Now I have found another use for our old awning pull pole. Got a couple of uses for it. One is I've got the length of our slides marked on it, so we can always double check, make sure our slides will come out. But it makes a great tool for reaching in and grabbing stuff, so I don't have to take the top off the truck every time. I'll get the ladder out in a minute and I'll blow off the top of the slides because we are parked underneath some pine trees, and make sure that the roof is clear. And I can do that while I'm dumping, because you might as well take care of killing two birds with one stone. So I think we mentioned this is a full hookup site, which is wonderful. So to dump, I like to make sure that our tanks are as full as possible when we dump, because that way you flush it out a lot better. The more water is your friend when it comes to your black tank and your kitchen tank, so you want to fill them up as much as possible. Now Sarah still has to do dishes, so I'm not going to dump the kitchen gray, but I'm going to go ahead and dump the other black and gray tank this morning. So I'll fill up the...
Now, I have a question. Do you leave them open or closed?
No, you always leave the tanks closed while you're setting, because that way you don't have a buildup of nasty stuff inside the tank. So this is my gray tank, or my black tank flush hose. It's an older hose, and I've got a piece of tape on it to signify this my black tank flush. Plus it stays in my black clean out box, which is right there. I'm using it as a weight because I had to stretch my hose quite a ways. So we've got it hooked up to the black tank flush valve. So it's filling right now, and I'll go ahead and, as our friends the Hanks say, let her rip. And while that's dumping, I'm going to go ahead and clean off the roof. I could get up on top of the RV to do this, but I figure the less you walk on the top of it, the better. Plus, this RV did not come with a ladder on the back. So when I get a chance, I like to close the black tank drain and leave the flush hose on. That way I'm filling the black tank up with clean water, flushing everything out, and then I'll open it again and see if I can get as much of it out as possible. Now we've gone to a different solution. Instead of using the pre-made tablets or powder, which a lot of people use in their RVs, we've switched to a mixture of Calgon and Pine Sol, and have found that that keeps the odor down, and also the Calgon keeps everything more slick, and so it dumps out a whole lot better. So far we haven't had a problem with our sensors clogging up. So hope, knock on wood, we'll keep doing that. Alright, once I finish dumping both the gray tank, then the last thing for me to do on the outside is to watch the slides go in, unhook our hoses, and hook the trailer on. So that'll be all. And one of the last things that I do outside is make sure I sweep off the steps, and I can either use the broom, or since I've got the blower out already, might as well use it. I'll just blow off the steps and blow off the concrete. If we have our mat down, I'll blow it off or sweep it off and fold it up and put it away.
The last thing we'll do is fold up the steps. They go inside the door and lock in place. So those are some things that we do to get ready to leave. The whole process takes about 45 minutes or so, and then we can leave. But right now, I gotta go do some dishes. And don't forget to take out your trash.
And don't leave it sitting on the back of your truck.
This is a public service announcement. And we are out of here. Hey y'all, thanks for watching our video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, The Go With The Flow Couple. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Bye y'all.